in anticipation of the upcoming listing season. A few people have mentioned that they're working on condos. I know that condos out in the southern Norfolk County area tend to be a little bit rarer than the single family home. I'm pretty well versed in condos, so I want to give you some tips that might prove useful for you. I'm a big believer in the 7P method, which is proper planning prevents poor performance. So proper planning prevents poor performance, and you can substitute in another word for the other poor. MLSpin.com, if you go to resources, forms and flyers. When I was a puppy in this business, we used to have to fill out this paper form. So we'd go here and we'd say, okay, I'm going to list a condominium. And we'd go to this listing input form, which looks like this. And I tell the newer agents that I've trained to print this out in color because you're going to need this stuff in red. So when you go to the property, just at the time of either taking the listing or after, and you're gathering attributes about the property, this form will prove useful to you with a clipboard and a sharp pencil. So if you go there, you can gather this information. So specifically, directions. So Myopia Road to West Street to DeForest Street or what have you. While you're there, that might be good to look around. It's a good trigger. How are you going to show the property? This might trigger you to have a nice conversation with the seller. Are there special showing instructions? Yes. You might have to call your Aunt Gertrude. So here's Aunt Gertrude's carrier pigeon address. So you can put that in here. This red will tell you got to get the taxes. Okay, now we're getting into the condo specific stuff. Is it a condo co-op or condex? There is no such thing as a condex in Mass. Well, there is, but you won't find them. Always condo. For the most part. If you have a question about that, you can come see Joanne or I, but 99 times out of 100, it's going to be condo. Units in the complex, this is going to be important. Units owner-occupied is going to be important for a buyer. Unit-occupied source, where did you get that information? Okay, are there any special assessments? This is something that you want to disclose up front, because if you get into bed with a buyer and then this pops up, it's not going to go too well for you. So pop that on there, figure out from the seller, the association, or the trustees what's going on. Is there a condo association fee? Well, 99 times out of 100, there probably is. So, Mr. and Mrs. Gertrude's aunt seller, what's specifically included in the condo fee? Okay, master insurance, security, elevator, snow removal, landscaping. Oh, we have a tennis court. We have some gym equipment over here in the basement, etc. Okay, going down here, you want to know if there is on-site, off-site management. Is it in the control of the developer? In the case of it being a new development, it's still in control of the developer. Is there an owner association? Is there actually management? So things like this, good questions to figure out. It's a good set of things to have on hand as you go through the process of listing and selling a condo. Okay, now down here, although not in red, you're going to need the master deed, unit deed, rules, regulations. If there was any plans, floor plans, you're going to want any bylaws, the financials. You're going to want to know who the master insurance carrier is. And those are pretty much all the things that are going to lead up to signing a purchase and sales agreement with a proposed buyer, whether they have a mortgage or not. So 99 times out of 100, a lawyer is going to be involved, and the lawyer is going to want to see this stuff. So again, the 7P method, proper planning prevents poor performance. So I would get this information in hand before even listing it, because it's going to make your life easier. I would also, as a preemptive strike and a listing appointment, tell the seller, these are the things I'm going to need in order to do this job effectively for you right out of the gate. So you might want to call your management company, your trustee, or your association representatives to get these to me. Let me know how I do so. So there you go. Continuing on, this again, you can use this and capture stuff. It will help you fill out the MLS, even though there's not a lot of red here. Does it come with garage space, parking space? Specific in condo, is it deeded or is it assigned? Is it common? Is it numbered? Good conversations to have, stuff like that. Okay, does it have cooling? Oh, so you have air conditioner. Tell me, where is the condenser? Because I don't see it here inside the physical property. Is town water, sewer included in your condo fee? That's a good question to ask. Just thinking through. So this is the one for a condo. I've always taken this with me on a clipboard. I find it useful for surveying and questioning the seller because I'm from Missouri, so I like the show me state. Show me how this works so that I know. So I don't try to guess. I try to make the seller do it for me. So just scrolling again, if you go to documents in hand, this is a good trigger for you to know what you need to get. So I just wanted to give a few of you who are working on condos this information, which might aid in preparing for listing presentations as well as properly putting a condo on the market.